Hello, I've got for you today the 2026 Montblanc release for the Masters of Art. This is a homage to Henri Matisse, the French painter, known very much for his Impressionism, Postmodernism, and Modernism. Quite a lot of styles there. Very interesting character when it comes to painting women, but we'll get to that in a minute. So this is their fourth pen for this new series. I guess it's no longer new. We finally have enough pens to see patterns in their design choices. Very colorful box. Beautiful blue. Very famous or very ornate pattern that he likes to use in his modernist style. And what else in the box? So as usual, you've got your little manual with the pen's details, matte finish, not glossy paper, beautiful designs, explanations for his or for the inspirations, and once again English and Chinese. I keep forgetting to ask if that's a local market thing or if they're all like that. Can't imagine they are. And then service guide. So these used to be in two booklets. Now they've mostly paired them in one. Reduce waste, I guess. Neat little box. So as a consequence, I imagine, of the soaring gold prices, they've made some design choices I think leverage more on the platinum, and for the first time ever I think they've got a large number of trim items that are enameled, shifting away, I imagine, from gold elements and silver elements because of the prices. They've now sort of adopted this. Questionable in my mind because enamel is not a substance that is known for its resilience on edges, but here we go. The pen. So the blue and white is enamel. The only thing that is resin is the finial, so the Montblanc emblem and the surround are resin, but the rest is supposed to be enameled work. I had mixed feelings about this pen, mostly because when the when the first pictures came out, it looked like that. So not knowing the inspiration, the source of the inspiration, it just looks blue, white, nondescript, modernist style. Not my thing. And I don't know, it didn't feel like it was anything very attractive, very eye-catching. The way that they split the image along the cap and the body, not the best. But I guess it grew on me a little bit. The other reason I wasn't too fond of it when I found out that this was actually a representation of his nude number 3, I think, that's nude number 3, is that the idea of wrapping something that should be presented flat on a cylinder doesn't really make much sense to me. So this is misunderstanding the medium in my mind when it comes to using a cylinder as a medium for something that should be flat. So not quite a fan of that idea. In general, I'll stay away from pens that do this. So like the Namiki Emperor is probably the most egregious and steadfast example of a bad application of art or artistic content on a medium, on a surface that's unsuited to it. Anyway, I'm getting off track. The other issue I have with this pen is that it very clearly goes entirely into the gift shop territory of pens. So taking a piece of art and wrapping it around a pen, whether it's a very expensive pen or a cheap plastic pen, is in my mind sort of not great. And yeah, so with this, they definitely strayed into the gift shop territory that I had hoped they would avoid. So for comparison, the previous years, let's see, last year was Renoir, entirely in the opposite direction, so a pen that you could barely, if at all, link to the artist, because it's essentially a pencil with a lot of elements taken specifically from art. Art tools, artistic tools, so the paintbrushes, the palettes. Hard to pair with Renoir. And the year before that, they had Gustave Klimt, which I guess this was probably the nicest balance, I would say, between a pen that pays homage to the artist without simply duplicating his work. Right, so here they've just taken Blue Nude, wrapped it around a pen, made a few stylistic changes to the cone, to the clip, and we'll get to the nib in a minute, but otherwise, I would say, a bit too lazy. So they could have thought of better ways of pulling on the artist's life, the things that he enjoyed, instead of simply taking Blue Nude and wrapping it around the pen. So like with Gustave Klimt, they've got that hammered aesthetic, which he used in some of his paintings, and there is a immediate use of the patterns that he used in his paintings, but because it's quite subtle, it's not really intrusive. And then you've got another adornment on the cone, just to pull from many elements of his life. Whereas here, it's Blue Nude with a very interesting clip that's not sprung. Is it sprung? It feels like it flexes, which with all the lines and all the edges here, that's gonna show signs of wear eventually. But otherwise, at least they didn't put any gold on here. If they had put yellow gold on here, it would have been too many colors. So getting to the nib, these Masters of Art nibs are the 1/4/6 size nibs, and you've got, once again, the leaf pattern that adorns the case. Really should understand what that is. I'm not too sure where that inspiration is from, but let's have a quick look. Probably in this little guide. So Matisse is definitely one of those artists that today would have his relationships with female subjects called into question. Maybe not for the reasons that we've heard of recently with modern celebrity and Hollywood, that sort of thing, but definitely for his objectification of women. Yeah, so is it here? It's not here, but Blue Nude number 3. So he wasn't only an artist, he's also a sculptor and a colorist, so his choice of colors, or his relationship with colors, is apparently quite well developed, and of course well known. Okay, so here are the inspirations for his clip and for the nib. La Gerbe. Paper, cut and paste. Okay, well, there we go. Where was I? Oh yes, his colorist. So his joy of color was so pronounced that, of course, he became quite famous in France for paying his taxes in blue pigment rather than cash. Of course, you have to be careful with what you read online, but now that that's out there, who knows what AI is going to do with this transcript. Quite funny to see. Anyway, there you have it. Montblanc's 2026 release for the Masters of Art series. Quite a nice pen. Once again, the proportions are the golden ratio. So the cap is supposed to be a bit smaller than the regular or predecessor. Yeah, so the cap's quite a lot longer. Pen's same length, but the cap's a bit longer. Here it is next to a 149, about the size of a 149, but as I mentioned, the filling mechanism and the nib size is the 146 size, and then 145, the classique. So there you have it, the 2026 release for Montblanc's Masters of Art. An interesting pen, the most colorful pen, or one of the most colorful pens I have, and definitely risking gift shop territory. I'm not too sure if I'm quite happy with that, but of course this is probably the only pen that Montblanc's ever going to make that has a nude on it. So there we go, something to be a bit ridiculous about. Let me know if you've got questions or comments.